Okay. Please join before the 11 a.m. Please convey the message to all. After 11, please don't join. Join before the 11 a.m. Okay, today we are going to talk about the experiment number 2. In the on the last Saturday, we have talked about the experiment number 1 and the index or say number of experiment which we have to perform during the semester 3. Today we are going to discuss the experiment number 2. The aim of this experiment is nothing but to determine the solubility and solubility product of the BaSO4 or PbSO4 at room temperature conductometrically. Same theory is there. In the theory part, we have talked about this particular application of conductometric determination. First of all, we have seen calculation of the dissociation constant and degree of ionization or dissociation that we have seen. Then next application was the determination of the solubility and the solubility product of the sparingly soluble salt. Same here, BaSO4 and PbSO4 or say barium sulfate or say lead sulfate, they are the sparingly soluble salt. In the theory, we can see the detail is given about this salt. Salt like this particular barium sulfate and lead sulfate, they are called as a sparingly soluble salt because their solubilities are extremely low at a room temperature. Their solubilities are very low at room temperature. The conductance method can be employed to determine their solubility and the solubility product. How we can determine? Same as earlier we have seen, equivalent conductance we have to determine by using the formula lambda is equal to 1000 into that is K salt divided by C, where C is their concentration in the equivalent per dm cube and K is the specific conductance. How the specific conductance we can calculate, that we have seen in the experiment number 1. If S is the solubility in the gram per dm cube or say gram equivalent per dm cube, then the concentration can be replaced by the S and the equation 1 can be rearranged as. Now we can replace that particular with the concentration with the S and you can rearrange the equation. S is equal to 1000 into K salt divided by lambda. A saturated solution of the sparingly soluble salt is so dilute that the solution can be considered to be at infinite dilution. That is lambda is equal to lambda 0 and a Collard's law can be applied. We have seen that Collard's law also. Collard's law is nothing but the, what is that? Lambda is equal to lambda 0 plus lambda 0 minus, means whatever that conductance will be there, that will be the sum of the both the ions that we have seen. What are the requirement for this experiment? Saturated solution of this lead sulfate or say barium sulfate should be there. Okay. Second thing, there should be the 0.1 normal KCl solution, conductivity water and conductivity cell. Why it is required 0.1 normal KCl? You should remember this. 0.1 normal KCl is required to measure or say to determine the cell constant. First part will be the determination of the cell constant, same as earlier that we have seen. We will take the 0.1 normal KCl solution and we will note the conductance of that solution at that particular temperature. Then determination of the solubility product, we have to take that particular conductivity cell. Okay. Then rinse the platinize that particular electrode with conductivity water. Take 1 gram of this particular sparingly soluble salt in the beaker and add 100 cm3 of the distilled water in it. Okay. Then keep it in water bath. Then maximum part of this salt will be dissolved. Then filter the saturated salt solution. Take the 25 cm3 of the clear solution of the sparingly soluble salt solution in the beaker. Dip the conductivity electrode in that and we have to measure just the conductance of this particular solution. Very simple it is. Very simple experiment. What we are going to observe? We are going to observe first of all the room temperature. Room temperature, whatever may be, that we have to take, right, with the help of the pencil. Then we have to add 273 in that. That becomes in the Kelvin. Then determination of the cell constant. As I said, we will prepare the point that provided point one normal KCl solution will be there. We will measure the particular conductance of that solution. Then we have seen the table in the last experiment. That table is given for this temperature, means for the 27 degree centigrade. This is the value of the specific conductance for this point one normal KCl solution that we will take, and we will, by taking this value, we can calculate the cell constant. And remember that cell constant should be near about the 1 centimeter, or say below that, near about the 1 should be there. Then part 2, determination of the solubility product. You have to see the conductance of the conductivity water. You have to see conductance of the conductivity water. Then specific conductance we have to calculate. How we can calculate the specific conductance? We can multiply by the cell constant, and we will get the specific conductance of the conductivity water. Then equivalent conductance at infinite dilution for the barium sulfate is given to you. It will be provided, lambda 0 will be provided to you. In the table, saturated solution of the BaSO4 we have taken. Then you have to note the conductance of that solution. Okay, in the Siemens, the specific conductance you have to multiply by that conductance with the cell constant. It will become the specific conductance. Then specific conductance of the salt. That salt will nothing but the K salt is equal to, you have to take. Then the solubility, what will you do? For the, when you have to calculate the specific conductance of the salt, at that time what you will do? Of course, whatever the you are getting conductance for the specific conductance for the salt, from that we have to minus this particular specific conductance of the water. Solubility S is equal to 1000 into K salt divided by lambda 0. Then KSP. KSP is nothing but a solubility square, that you have to remember. Calculation is shown over here detail. Solubility of the barium sulfate in the gram equivalent per dm cube is shown. Solubility in the gram dm cube, how we can calculate, that is shown there detail. Then solubility product of the barium sulfate is shown to you. KSP is nothing but the S square, simply in detail, that is shown. BaSO4 will dissociate as a Ba2 plus SO42 minus. K is equal to Ba2 concentration of Ba2 plus into concentration of SO42 minus divided by the concentration of the salt BaSO4. K salt is equal to KSP, that is equal to concentration of Ba2 plus into concentration of SO42 minus, and that becomes, as the solution contain the equal number of both the ions, and hence the concentration of the ion will be equal to the solubility of the salt. Therefore SS should be there, and KSP nothing but the S square. You can square that solubility, you will get the KSP. Very simple it is. Then in the result you have to note that solubility of the barium sulfate in the gram per dm cube, or say gram equivalent per dm cube, and the solubility product of this particular barium sulfate KSP is equal to that. Very simple experiment. I think so you got this experiment. Just we have to prepare the saturated salt solution of the barium sulfate. Okay, we have to filter it. Then we have to take 25 cm of that salt, and we have to dip the conductivity cell in that, and we have to measure the conductance. Once you get the conductance, you have to calculate the specific conductance. Then we will calculate the conductance for the salt, specific conductance for the salt. Once you got the specific conductance for the salt, then you can calculate the solubility. Once you calculated the solubility, then you can easily calculate the solubility product. Okay, please go through this procedure, write this experiment in the journal. On the next Saturday, you have to show to me this all these three experiment. Today we are going to see another experiment also. That experiment you have to complete it. I will see on this Google Meet only. You have to show the pages on which you have written this experiment. Okay, very simple this experiment. You have to go through this particular experiment. If you are not getting, you can ask. If you have any query, I think so there will not be the query. When you will come in the lab, at that time we will see. Okay, this is about whole about the experiment number 2 that we have talked. This is an conductometric experiment similar to this particular first experiment. Three experiments are there based on the conductometer. Okay, that's why again I am taking the next experiment that is based on the conductometry itself.